Hey YouTube, I'm back again another live video. happy Happy Women's Month. And in today's live video, I would like to read the biography of another black woman. Very popular. It is actually her heavenly 33rd birthday. So I would like to take the time to continue to share my condolences and pay homage by reading the biography of Bobbi Kristina Brown, the daughter of Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown. There's a picture of her on the side when she was performing in 2009 with her mother on Good Morning America. Her name is Bobbi Kristina Houston Brown. She was born March 4th, 1993 in Livingston, New Jersey. She died July 26, 2015 at the age of 22 in Duluth, Georgia. Oh, shit. My bad, y'all. But yeah, so she passed away from lobar pneumonia, lobar pneumonia, whatever that is. That's what they say she passed away from. Her burial place is Fairview Cemetery in Westfield, New Jersey. Her nickname is Chrissy. Um, she was a reality television personality, singer, and once again the daughter of Bobby and Whitney. Her years active was 1998 to 2015. She was the partner of Nick Gordon from 2012 to 2015. Her other relatives is Sissy Houston, who's her grandmother, Gary Garland, who's her half uncle, Leontine Price, who's her first cousin, twice removed, Dee Warwick, who is her first cousin, once removed, Dionne Warwick, first cousin, once removed, Damon Elliott, second cousin, Jeremiah Burke, Sanderson, great grandfather. Um, Brown was born on March 4th, 1993 at the St. Barnabas Medical Center in Livingston, New Jersey, to singers Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown. Through her mother, Brown was related to many singers and entertainers. Her maternal grandmother was singer Sissy Houston of the Drinkard Sisters. Her mother's cousins were singers Dee Warwick, Dionne Warwick, and Leontine Price. Brown's uncle was former professional basketball player Gary Garland, her mother's half brother. Through her father, Brown had six half siblings: Landon, LaPrincia, uh, Robert, Bobby Jr., Cassius, Baldy, and Hendrix. Sorry if I'm butchering names wrong. Her godmother was gospel singer CeCe Winans, and her godfather was music executive Cloud Davis. Brown grew up in front of cameras, appearing bedside Houston, appearing beside Houston during an interview with Barbara Waters at 8 months old, and appearing age one on stage at the 1994 American Music Awards when her mother accepted an award. Her vocals were featured on her mother's 1998 song "My Love Is Your Love" for the album of the same title. When her mother brought her to the recording studio and held her up to the microphone, she said, "Sing, mommy," which can be heard during the first verse of the song. She says, "Clap your hands" at the end of the track. Brown was featured on her mother's 2003 Christmas album titled "One Wish," the holiday album, on "The Little Drummer Boy." When Brown's parents divorced in 2007, her mother was awarded custody. The Guardian writer Kathleen Sullivan characterized Brown's childhood as difficult because of her parents' drug problems. The rap said Brown grew up under the media glare, with her family issues playing out in a very public way. The media also scrutinized Brown's weight, BT Essence, and the Daily Beast all wrote articles because of the media focus on her and her extreme growing pains because of that. Brown's mother died at the age of 48 in a hotel bathtub in February 2012 from what was later reported as an accidental drowning, and with heart disease and cocaine use listed as distributing factors. Brown was described as unconsolable, and a few days later was admitted to Cedars Sinai Medical Center, or Cedars, in Los Angeles. According to a family friend, Brown was unwell. In accordance with her mother's will, Brown was a beneficiary of Houston's entire estate, including her clothing, jewelry, cars, personal effects, and furniture. The will provided for Brown to receive trust fund payments in installments until she reached age 30, after which she was to receive the remainder of Houston's $115 million estate. In March 2012, Brown said she felt her mother's spirit and expressed her intention to carry on her mother's legacy by doing the singing thing, along with starting a career as an actor and dancer. She was subsequently cast in her acting debut for a recurring role as Tina the receptionist in Tyler Perry's For Better or Worse television series. Perry said she did a fantastic job, and that kid has such a future. She's such an actor. I'm so proud of her. I'm telling you, as far as she wants to go in the business, she can. After rumors began, Brown had tearfully exited the set of the show. Perry became to her defense, saying that had never happened. Brown hoped to be cast in Angela Bassett's biography film Whitney, based on her mother. When Bassett did not cast her, Brown called her a bitch. Bassett said that she did not cast Brown for a number of reasons. She's not an actress, and acting is a craft. Brown later apologized to Bassett on Twitter after generating controversy among fans. In July 2013, Brown announced her engagement to a close family friend, Nick Gordon, who had come to live with the Houston household when he was 12 years old, but was never formally adopted. The announcement caused controversy within the family. Before making their romantic involvement known, Brown had referred to him as her big bruh in online polls. Brown said the couple received her grandmother Sissy's blessings prior to the engagement. Though the two never legally married, Brown and Gordon announced they had married on January 9, 2014. On January 31st, 2015, Gordon and a friend found Brown face down in the bathtub in her home in Alpharetta, Georgia. They began CPR until emergency medical services personnel arrived. According to police spokesperson, Brown was alive and breathing after being transferred to North Fulton Hospital in Roswell, Georgia. At first, they found no evidence to indicate drugs or alcohol that caused the incident, but this was later disputed. Doctors placed Brown in an induced coma after determining her brain function was significantly diminished, and her family was told a meaningful recovery would be a miracle. Brown died in hospice care on July 26, 2015, at age 22. Her death was considered similar to her mother's death, as both had died from effects of being submerged in the bathtub. The initial autopsy found no obvious underlying cause of death and no significant injuries. And the Fulton County Medical Examiner's Office said more tests were forthcoming. A statement released by the family thanked everyone for their tremendous amount of love and support during these last few months. Several prominent celebrities offered their condolences, including Chris Brown, Oprah Winfrey, and Whitney Houston prodigies Brandy and Monica. Funeral services were held on August 1st, 2015 at St. James United Methodist Church in Alpharetta, Georgia. Brown was buried 2 days later between her mother and maternal grandfather at Fairview Cemetery in Westfield, New Jersey. The Fulton County Medical Examiner Office said it used both medical records and police investigative files to arrive at the determination for Brown's cause of death. According to the statement, her body tested positive for marijuana, alcohol, and a cocaine metabolite, benzoyl cognine. What? I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing this wrong. And morphine. Sorry if I'm pronouncing anything wrong. Like I said, I don't know these drugs. Whatever that is, I don't know. As to the cause of death, it found the underlying cause of death as immersion associated with drug intoxication. However, the manner of death could not be confirmed. The summary statement read death was clearly not due to natural causes, but the medical examiner was not able to determine whether death was due to intentional or accidental causes, and therefore classified the manner of death as undetermined. A finalized autopsy report determined Brown died of lobar pneumonia. So, I'm sorry, but I believe Brown died because Nick Gordon killed her. And then try to play it off as if him and the damn friend tried to perform CPR. Bullshit. After Brown's death, a television movie about her life was released, followed by a documentary on her and her mother, CB1 released by Kristina in 2017. The Atlanta Journal-Constitution wrote the story is right with melodrama as newcomer actress Joy Rivera's channeled by Kristina relationship with her mom, her love affair with Nick Gordon in the aftermath of her mother's death. Lifetime released a documentary, Whitney Houston, Bobbi, Kristina, Then We Almost Have It All in 2001, which the Atlanta Journal-Constitution called Less Than Exposed and More, 11 tributes to these two women. Brown spoke and sang in some of her mother's recordings and televised performances, as well as on the television show after her mother's death. She was on 1998 My Love Is Your Love from the My Love Is Your Love album. Uncredited spoken comments during the first verse and closing of the song. Live duet with Whitney Houston on concert stage in Poland. Live duet with Houston featuring Tretch at the Divas the Live 99 concert. She is on Little Drummer Boy, One Wish, the Holiday album, feature singer with Whitney Houston, Family First, Top Her Dad's Little Girls, studio recording with Whitney Houston, Sissy Houston, and Dionne Warwick. My Love Is Your Love, loud duet with Whitney Houston at the Good Morning America concert in Central Park on September 1st, 2009. I'm Your Baby Tonight, performed on the Houstons on our own. And then she is in B and Bobby Brown, the Oprah Winfrey Show, Oprah's Next Chapter, the 2012 Billboard Music Awards, the Houstons on Our Own, For Better or For Worse, Whitney Houston, Bobbi Kristina, Then We Almost Have It All. Now, that is the life of Bobbi Kristina Brown. Happy heavenly 33rd birthday. I do apologize if I butcher names or mispronounce something. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, and I'll get to y'all in the next video.